Triumph has finally confirmed the presence of the Speed 400 and Scrambler 400X. We've got the full spec release date and information here for you. Let's have a look at the first bikes to come from Triumph's collaboration with Bajaj. And these things could be serious fun on the road and off it, so welcome to Bike Matters. So Triumph has finally looped us in on the confirmation of the fact that the Speed 400 and Scrambler 400X that we've seen rumored and a few spy shots for a long time now, but we finally got some official details of information and a first look at these bikes. Try and say that this is going to be born into a peerless bloodline and it's going to be taking the heritage. Announcement confirmed the existence of these bikes that are from a 5-year partnership between Bajaj and Triumph, and this was announced back in 2021, but they both give the release date, which is July 2023. These Scrambler and Speed 400 models are going to be zipping about the streets very soon, but let's get into the spec and talk about the bikes and what we know about them so far. So both of these bikes are built from the ground up with all new parts, and of course underpinning both the Mini Speed and the Diddy Scrambler are going to be the TR series engines, which are brand new and they exceed Euro 5 requirements, and both have the single-cylinder liquid-cooled motor that we're expecting. It's 398 cubic centimeters motor. It's got 4 valves in the double overhead camshaft and max power is going to be around 39.5 brake horsepower at 8,000 revs, and torque figure is going to be around about 37.5 Newton meters at 6,500 revs. The red line is 9,500 revs per minute, and they basically say it's going to be a signature Triumph delivery from the motor. You've also got a Bosch electronic fuel injection system and a stainless steel silencer for both of the models, though I have had a look at the photos of course, and you can see the individual styling there, with the Scrambler having a sort of twin exhaust kind, which looks very nice. Both will have a ride-by-wire throttle, torque assist, clutch and slip assist. They'll have 6 gears. Triumph focuses on targeting younger and newer riders here, and those who are genuinely new to riding, especially the experienced riders who may be looking at having a sort of weekend toy, or a step down from the higher models, maybe a bigger Triumph of Speed or Scrambler model. The bikes are going to be assembled in India by Bajaj, and that may be the reason that these bikes are going to be available sooner for the Indian market. It may even be an exclusivity deal. They're also going to be assembled in Thailand and Brazil at the Triumph plants there, and from new they're going to have a 2-year unlimited mileage warranty with a 10k service interval, which is pretty huge. Again, as of yet the price is to be confirmed. Elsewhere on the bike, the frame itself is of course new and shared between the two models. It's a hybrid spine tubular steel with bolt-on rear subframe and a twin-sided cast aluminum alloy swing arm. This is going to be where the differences between the two do start to appear though, because the Speed 400 has 17-inch wheels front and rear with Metzler Sport Tech M9 RRs. The Scrambler itself has a 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear, and it will have the Metallica street hoops on, which is a dual purpose tire with good on and off-road grip for hooning about on the light trails. Both do feature big piston 43mm upside down forks, and the Scrambler has 10mm more travel with 150mm travel. The rear suspension is a gas monoshock RSU with external reservoir and preload adjustment. It's a 150mm travel for the Scrambler and 130mm for the Speed. The Scrambler will also have a wider bar with the width listed as 825mm to the Speed 795mm, so this is really going to be setting the bikes up so that the Scrambler is quite upright and good for hooning about off-road and standing up on the pegs. Braking power is provided by Brew, and it's got a 300mm front disc with a 4-piston radial caliper on the Speed, and a bigger 320mm disc with 4-piston caliper on the Scrambler. Both will feature the same 230mm disc with floating caliper at the rear, though the ABS can be switched off on the Scrambler as well as switchable traction control for both, so the Scrambler is slightly spec'd up here, suited for some rougher riding and some jaunts off-road, and as which it might be a little bit more expensive to buy than the Speed, because it's got slightly spec'd up bits here and there. You'll have a 13-litre fuel tank combo for these, and that's going to be getting around about 80 miles per gallon, but of course we need to ride it to confirm that. And the net weight is going to be listed at 170 kilograms for the Speed 400 and 179 kilograms for the Scrambler 400X due to the large wheel and longer travel suspension. The seat height for the Scrambler is a little bit taller at 835mm, and the Speed is 790mm for the seat. The Scrambler is basically longer, wider, taller with a larger wheelbase, and it's going to have matched up ray control to suit off-roading. But the speed is still going to be nice and nimble and lovely to ride around on the road, so whether or not you're looking at just the style differences, they will ride a little bit different, which is going to be quite interesting to see. Finally, both models do have an analog dial and LCD instrument panel, and that will display the range remaining, and your usual key bits of info like the gear indicator, and you've got USB-C socket up front for your gadgets, plus a factory-fitted anti-theft immobilizer as standard. So looking at the styling and the general appearance of these bikes, both look stunning, I've got to say, and they're going to be available in 3 different colors for each model. So the Speed 400 is going to be coming in a black, red or blue, of course, with their own Triumph wording for those, and the Scrambler is going to be available in a black, red, or just classic green from Triumph, which I absolutely love. I think the green for Triumph just somehow looks spectacular. Never seen something I like so much as that. Might be pushed by our bit, but it's very nice as always with Triumph as well. There's going to be a huge catalogue of accessory parts. One thing, there's over 25 options available to customers from launch, and that's going to be from styling to luggage and sort of crash bars and accessory bits like that. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what people do to customize these bikes up. But the big question on everyone's lips is going to be how much the bikes are going to be listed, as of course they're very hush-hush about this. So it'll be very interesting to see how this does. Now we are due to head out to the Triumph factory very soon to see these bikes in the metal. So I'll have a little snoop around the factory and see what I can find out from Triumph themselves and see if. What do you think of this reveal? Is it everything you were expecting from Triumph? Have you seen all of the spec and details before? And for this might be actually one for you to consider. And naturally, which one do you prefer, the Triumph Speed 400 or the Triumph Scrambler 400X? Let us know down in the comments down below. Cheers for watching and ciao. I'll see you on the next one.